Bye, Gallo. That's my first, with me first anyway. You not get boy. No, is that a new one?
No, it's not good enough. We just want to. Here's the other white one.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Frank, you've competed here on so many occasions. What's the magic of the old course?
Just the history, the fact that this golf course has evolved. We still really don't even know the original designer of the golf course. I think it just sort of evolved through time. Originally it was 22 holes, reduced to 18. The fact that when you look at the scorecard, you play 9 holes out, then you turn around in the loop and come back in. If you even time the tide right, you can play 18 holes with the wind behind your back. But the double greens, there's 7 double greens, and each double green adds up to 18. For example, if you're on the 3rd, it's adjacent to the 15th, the 4th, the 14th. It's a place that just continually grows on you, and then you realize you're playing inside like a museum of the game. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
D-pad, that's what you do D-pad, you do that, don't touch that one. Oh no, you're in the water.
He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is, just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
There's one.
Put where you want to put it. Put no other way, no other way. Along the way. Andrew, help him. Hit it now, that's it. Triangle, hit it now. Triangle. Hit it now.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch shot.
Getting set now over the putt.
I was close with it. I was close. High five, I was close with it, Leah. Leah get right in, but didn't
This for par.
Hit it, I just hit it.
And so just getting started, even par so far. So into red figures at 1 under. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. But he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
Please. How can I go off the minute?
11 feet away. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Settles in over the putt. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
I'm further away,
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up 1. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. Drops it, and he's at even par. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers. I'm loving that balance.
Good tee shot, right in the short grass.
That's me, buddies. This is me.
What's wrong here?
Daddy, YouTube video. Daddy, YouTube video.
Chance to get it close here. They actually have a few courses at the home of golf, St. Andrews, and one is called the New Course. That's 100 years old, the New Course. So imagine how old the old course is if the new one is a century old. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side.
What? Sorry, I'll get my that. Watch this side, watch this there, right?
This is a cross-country special.
There you go. Hey, press, up, press. See your D-pad there. D-pad, right. Press up towards that way. No, put it back to the gate. No, let's see if I fix it with the boost.
Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
It's a sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Not this time. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
You like that one again?
You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. He has this attempt for par. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Just a couple of feet. 1 under early in the round. And that's a bogey. At the 4th hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off the tee. What are we looking at, partner?
Well, there is 2 ways to play the 4th off the tee. You can hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get it on that plateau. But this, certainly the first hard hole you see at St. Andrews.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
With This is a humbling game, isn't it, Frank?
Well, shots like that, not to be proud of. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
That's fine,
This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
We have Andrew. I'm gonna have to get you a sponger, son. Her second.
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit.
If you're going to hit it down.
You hit your ball at a golf course. There's a way out of the way.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Look, there you go. There you go, son. Right there. That's how you just hit it there. Nice, nice.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Something that away, you.
This is a good-looking shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Right, Dave, the line comes up first. Right, Leah. Let's see it up, let's see it. Try up on him. No! Leah, put it up a bit, Leah. Why did you pull it back then?
Well, the fourth hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
It's all right, whatever. It's just, I was trying to get a good shot and you pulled it
This
back.
is a 16-footer.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now two to the good side. Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey.
gonna go for you,
So just a formality here.
Dad.
You know they say you have to keep a level head.
Must you?
Well, what do you do when it's about to fall off?
So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Par 5s, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this 5th hole par 5 measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone.
Dad, let me go.
Perfect, yeah, man. Oh, where's Roger? See, it goes further, doesn't it, Leah? Got it, Leah?
Second shot.
Change your club, Leah. Press R2. Let's see, look at it. I'll do it.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Yeah. Good tap it, that's that.
About 25 feet from the cup. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making the score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Enjoying this game, Leah? Doesn't matter, practice makes perfect.
Just a little tap in here.
Perfect.
Did the job right there. Lining this one up for par.
Daddy, only let me clap.
Saves par, stays at 3 over. Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
Plus 3. Andrew.
There's something about a well-hit shot. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selections being spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. On the green, a chance for birdie. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Well, he's taking the right side out of play, Rich. It looks a little left.
Coming out of the rough, not able to control it the way he wants. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Getting set now over the putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Where's Marshall?
These putts keep the round together. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
So I'm 4 under par.
This for par. 3 over for the day. Just a couple of feet. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. Has his par. Now, 7th hole here at the Old Course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the marked stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
You bother me. Nice shot there. Aye, no, nice shot.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Yeah.
Just want to nestle this one down within a couple of feet.
Well, you just see that's who you win, you know, you're not so fair, is it? There you go, have it. Pull it back there. Oh, how
Looks like he just misread
I
that.
don't know.
It was even right past the hole, right past it, it really went in.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Well, that wasn't a gimme, but it sure made it look easy.
It's that sneaky distance.
I should get a par in it.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Yeah, right. You can get that one in yourself. What I'm doing, we'll hit it probably way past that. You see, test practice, man. There you go.
I don't know. I thought I was gonna.
It's alright, mate. Don't worry about that. Practice.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey. Bit unfortunate, loses a shot here with that bogey. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's scored short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
What I'm saying there.
This is a good-looking shot. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. That's a bit offline in the rough.
If you really get in plovers in Scotland.
It's 180 yards now to the flagstick.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Bugger off, dude.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
It's your shot, it's your shot. Oh, nice, Andrew.
That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch, nerve, he had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel. Rolling, rolling, rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
So a tester from 4 feet. Just a little tap in here. Rough day so far. 4 over par on the round. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Keep it up. Over. There you go. That's it earlier. Had a good shot, man.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. Second shot.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch.
Andrew! You're a wee idiot, man.
Always 2 components to the
I
long
like
lag
that.
putt. The speed, number 1, and then the read.
eagle of
He
his
missed
game,
out on
too.
that second part. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Settles in over the putt.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in here. Hey!
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. And he makes it for a bogey here. So, Frank, as we put a wrap on the day, it wasn't his best performance, but there's always tomorrow in golf.
Yeah, you still got to keep your head high. Golf's a game that's going to be it's going to bring everybody to their knees now and again. But dream for a better day, and it could be just around the corner.
And there'll be a next time for us as well, partner. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying so long.
Right, good then. Right, bye-bye for now. Back tomorrow, playing golf again. Bye. Get out of here now.